Hey gang, this is Vicki Kelly with the Golden Rule Trades Morning Method. I want to show you how we did with our system today. We had a lot of good trades. Now, um, something happened at the beginning of the morning. I don't normally do this, but I set my lines up just a couple minutes early because let's look at these and I'll explain why. This is not quite a hammer, but it's pretty darn close. You can see the wick here. We've made a new low pre-market. It's just about ready to open. You see that we got this doji here, which is a very good indication that that is an energy line. And this just is a perfect setup. You can see that, again, by the time the market opened, we had everything in place for a buy signal. And all we waited for was just confirmation that it was going to go our direction. And it did. Strictly speaking, you can draw your lines only when the market's open. That is not a bad thing. That's not something that, if you have that rule, that's absolutely fine. I don't know why let's do that again. But I do allow myself a little bit of leeway if something sets up pre-market that's, again, a very obvious kind of move. So you could have set your lines up here. Wouldn't have been that much different. You would have been able to capture this move through here as well. But I drew mine back here. It was a little harder to get into because it moved so quickly when it opened. So I was only able to scalp this up through here. So I'm not actually counting this as a actual morning method trade, just simply because it moved so fast and so far on that one candle. But it did do a return move back to this line like it likes to do and then head off to the north. But again, all I could do was scalp that because it happens so quickly. And then we had what I call a follow-on buy signal. We hit the 400 level. We came down here and spiked. And that spike is a good indication that we are going to have a follow-on buy signal. And so we played this as well. When we broke out to new high, I got in as it went through to a new high, and we were able to play this direction as well. And I think I initially drew my lines back this way. Yeah, I would have gotten out about here. I don't want to be too generous with my estimation of how well I would have done. So I exited at this level here. And you can see during the news, it spiked up and would have hit your profit target. And then we had the chance to take this to the south. Now, I absolutely hate when the news candle is the energy candle. It's see this spiky move here, and it made a new high, but my rules say the new high is where I draw my lines every time. So I drew my lines here. A couple reasons. This is about a 5-6 point energy line, which is about normal for right now. Also, you can see how many times this hit this level through here. And so it was also a decent idea that we'd hit it correctly. There were other options, but those seemed to me to be the most likely. And again, you make your decision and then you stick with it to see what happens. For this one, we did not get our confirmations until over here. So I would have waited for it to come back to this level, entered into here, and gotten out around here. I actually got out here because it came into here and couldn't keep that level. So I went ahead and got out just a tad early. Have a bad habit of doing that, but was able to capture this move. So uh, then we come down and we have another signal. I love when we have 3 or 4 signals during the morning. And this one, I would have drawn my lines there. just because it's almost 11 o'clock, I want to be more conservative. So I would have drawn my lines the closest in that I could. And as you can see, they confirmed with the breakout. I would have entered here, exited here. I only did 1 micro at this point just because I had made my profit target and I did not want to give it back. But as you can see, it certainly got to the place we wanted it to and then started to chop. So the further we go into the morning, the closer we are to getting chop, and I did not want to end up chopping up all the profit that I had earned today. So we had a lot of good trades. We had about 12 points on this one. We had about 12 points on the previous one. The original one, we had 10. So we did pretty good today, over 30 points and no stop outs. So I did a great job today. So make sure you stay safe out there and good luck trading.